There's a certain kind of silent activity in nature. There's always something happening, yet there is a congruence in all the activity that leads one to feel a silence, a stillness, a calmness. And nature is like that pretty much everywhere. Even when there is storms, even when there is volcanic eruptions, even when there is terrible tornadoes, there's always a peace about it because of the correlation of activity, because of the harmony of activity. And nature is sublime to human beings because of this, is is congruent with who we are, because human beings are a part of nature, because we've always been connected with nature to the extent that even animals are connected with it. Now we are, to a certain degree, animals. We have a very similar consciousness as animals. So our relationship to nature is, of course, as close as animals. We have, however, a better ability to understand what nature is, a better ability to see its beginnings, ends, and cycles. And nature's cycles, they never end for life in general. They rely on time itself. And time bounds the cycles of nature to a certain period. And these periods repeat, which is what I mean by cycles of nature. Uh, and, you know, throughout human history, people in general have assigned different gods to these cycles, Vanir and Asatru, the different kinds of Loa in Vodou, and only in the very monotheistic religions are there very few divine aspects of God assigned to nature. In Hinduism, the cycles of nature are assigned to realities and energies and beings like the Shakti force, the feminine nature of nature itself, the feminine cycles associated with the external world. The embodiment of the external world is itself feminine in Hinduism a lot of the time. And, when it comes down to gods and goddesses, goddesses are usually different aspects of nature, whereas gods are the willpower of both man, the exemplary willpower forms of man, and the descent of basically atmospheric forces, even on a basic level, uh, to nature, to the goddess, to allow the cycles to continue. Freyr descends as rain, for instance, in Asatru. The Vanir god Frey, one of the gods of the cycles, descends down to earth and fertilizes it with the rain that helps it to grow, that is intrinsic to its growth, to its sustainability, to its survival. And gods and goddesses like this that sustain the cycles, they do not require consciousness in the same way that human beings experience it. They are here to sustain what is the material nature of what is in relation to time, whereas forms of consciousness, the Aesir, the gods in Asatru, and the different gods in Hinduism, many of the different gods, are the end result, the ascendants of the cycles of nature, but they are not nature itself. They are the product, the higher product, the gold produced from nature, the gold produced from the iron of nature, that is always there that we can reach for. But without the cycles, without nature, without the reoccurring patterns, which can propel souls into higher dimensions and phases of existence, cycles of existence that have to be worked towards, not just exist as soon as one is born. Um, those may be above, but they do require nature. Um, Nature is a combination of the elements of fire, earth, water, and air. and the elements of space and ether as well. Not space and ether, space and air. Space is itself an element. It's the thing between, the void between the elements that allow certain manifestations to exist in certain magnitudes. Because without space for the elements to exist in, there would be no manifestation. And air is that thing which glides in between, that glides above and below and around, to fuel the occurrences, the actions, the ability to act in nature. Now, I've been going on for a while here. It's been kind of a rant, but basically, nature is intrinsic to life, and it stands alone, separate from the higher forms of consciousness that human beings understand. But it is that which the higher forms of consciousness propel, or have to propel through, in order to reach the forms in which they exist. And that's basically all I got to say about nature right now. Thank you for watching. If you like this, hit that thumbs up down there, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And hell, give me some suggestions. I'll take them. Thank you very much for watching.